Hey everyone, Sarah here. So I am here to go over my new functional planning system, which I really tried to streamline a lot, as you could tell, that I kind of needed it because there's also two in there. So anyhow, I have been able to get rid of these in replace of the new planner that I was talking to you all about. So I'm getting rid of 3. So this is my Plan the Grind bullet journal. This is my journal. And this is my Plan the Grind planner. Okay. And then this is my progress planner, which that's not going anywhere. I know that for sure. And then this is my main planning system. And I was finding that I had a lot of gaps. So in my main planning system, so I'm not really counting this as a planner, guys, because it just identifies open time, so available time. But I'm still keeping it if it makes any difference. So this is my work bullet journal, which you guys see a lot of. And a lot of the things I do in this are incorporated into the new rings section. And then this is my first half of my Hobonichi. And then this is my inbox. I took the paper out, and then that's a commonplace notebook for work commonplace notebook. So I'm going from this system to this system. So before we get all into the changes and all that fun stuff, don't forget to like and subscribe. So I'm Sarah. Welcome to Plan the Grind. I always forget to do this. I just get excited about jumping in. And I'm a continuous improvement project manager with a team of people. So I have a lot of different things that I like to manage. So like I was saying, I went from this to this, and I got rid of this, which I'm not actually getting rid of them, just to be clear. But so the issue I was having, so let me try to tell you where I was kind of at. I was sitting on the couch and I would have this, or I would have just this, or I'd have just this, or I'd have just this, but then I would need this, but then I would actually need this. So that was aggravating me. I wanted one system, really, for all the things. And this really is, I'm not changing what I do, I'm just changing where I put it. So we'll just get into it. So this is a file of Fax Malden. This is my Hobonichi July through December. There's a title page here. So that. So this is the second half of the Hobonichi, and then I have this ring section, and then this is my work bullet journal. So I'm actually out right now, so I have to set up my new work bullet journal, but it's in place of this one. And I was really looking for a Stayology or a Lectrum that had went down in here, but it didn't work. So I'm actually going to do this, because I actually take this book out all the time anyway, so it's not really a big deal that it's not in there, but I just wanted something to kind of keep it in there. So anyway, so that's my work bullet journal, and that's the same thing as happening here. So that's that. All right, so let's just get into each of the different things, and I hope this isn't forever long here. So this is my Hobonichi. And what is going on in here is still the execution of all the things. This is where I get it done, basically. Everything gets thrown in here. I don't know, maybe it's an everyday carry. I don't know what that qualifies, but this is how I execute all the different things, areas of my life. So here is that. And so we'll get into it. So this is, again, it's really the same. I still have to put my word of the year sticker in there. So this is changing. Well, I'm actually trying to use it, but this is where I'm going to do all my trackers. So this is actually going to be used more because I'm taking my moments that matter out of my dailies. Well, at least as big of a section of my daily. So I'm really trying to incorporate this. into my tracker. So this is like my moments that matter section. Okay, and then I still have my work and home projects, and I still have to do my July setup because I've been, you know, a little behind. So my monthly pages are going to be really the same thing. It's really the deadlines of all the things, of all the big things that have to get done. This is where all the deadlines are. And then you always use my sidebar to talk about, like, you know, to highlight where I want to be at in my goals or what I want to focus on. I don't think I'll ever change my sidebar functionality, but that's what that's about. So this is really going to be the same. So let's find. Here is like an example of the monthlies. So nothing's really changing there. Same deal. Okay, and then we're going to move on to the weeklies. The weeklies, I haven't really set up my weeklies yet. There's some changes in the weekly. So again, I haven't got really into this to do a planning session yet, but my weeklies, they're going to be the same, but I'm adding functionality to it. So my weeklies is the overall cadence of the week, like when I have meetings, when I have free time, when my kids have this or that, my top 3 for each day, where I want to be for each of the areas of my life over in the sidebar, same deal. But the thing I want to add to this is memory planning. So I love Tattooed Teacher Plans. I don't know if you guys watch her, but she does a lot of memory planning and different types of planners. But anyway, I just really like her style of planning, or memory keeping planning. I don't know what it is. And I want to try to incorporate some of that into this. And I'm not saying every day I'm going to do it. I just want to like add it where I can, because I just realistically can't add another thing to my life. So I want to capture it and just add what I can in the memory keeping. So I think that's really all that I'm going to change here. And here's an example of a weekly. So here's like a weekly spread. Okay, so that's the weekly. The dailies, I think, are where the biggest changes are happening. So what I'm planning to do is, and I'm just going to do some coverage, is I'm going to replace my journal with replace this, because I actually really like this thing. I really do, but I don't want another thing. So anyway, I don't journal a lot, but I want to journal each day, but I don't really have a lot to say. So I noticed the A6 was a great size for me, and I'm like, well, I can kind of fit like an A6 size in the planner. So I am planning on doing like this type of thing. So here I'm playing with some different layouts, but I'm still going to have my next actions, a journaling section I was playing with here, or like down here, inbox, waiting on, follow-up section, and then my to-do. So this is this section I'm using for to-do. And then I'm thinking of doing like, you guys know my Moments That Matter stickers, but like the food, that kind of stuff in here, or activities, I don't know. So I think I'm going to do something in there. But so my dailies have a bigger change to it, because I'm using this for the to-do section. I'm still going to have my next actions, but my journaling is going to take up a good portion of it. But I'm still going to have the inbox and waiting on follow-up, and then a smaller version of Moments That Matter. And then these are really going to be tracked in the main section over here. So yeah, so that's that. And then that's really, that's just how it's going to be. For me, I'm going to try this out. I'm actually thinking this is really going to work well for me. So that is what is happening with this here. And I'm just tucking it into here. Boop. Okay, so then this is my work bullet journal. It's going to look very similar to this, how I do things. So there's really no change here, except my project spreads that I do are actually going to be incorporated in the rings. So I'm not going to go through the work bullet journal, but this is kind of how it looks. Now the rings section. So my word of the year is growth. So I just put this vellum in here. And then I just like this because it reminded me of a rug I have in my kitchen and it's home to me. So I just liked how it looked. So I did that. And then look at my tabs. I love these stinking tabs. I am so excited I made them. And I can see it's getting scuffed. So I don't know what the quality is going to be like, but I don't know. So maybe I'll put them in my shop, but maybe not. But I really don't know, just because I don't want to sell crappy stuff. So anyway, but I made these tabs and I really like them, and I don't care if they get scuffed for me. But so I have some different sections. So there's 3 main sections: work, plan the grind, and then roadmap. And then within those sections are different subsections, if you will. So I have inbox, projects, actions, YouTube, Patreon, Etsy, class, notes, and checklist. So we'll go into each of those. And I'm not sure how much I'll share of this section regularly, because this is really all about like plan the grind. And this is where I was struggling, because I would want to do my planning and stuff, but my plan the grind planner would be up at my office or somewhere else. And I was just like, oh my God, this is so like a project to get my planners. So this is really what I'm excited about. And I've been spending a lot of time setting it up since I can't really do too much. So we'll get into it. So this is my work section. So I just have a very small work section because it's really just to manage my projects. So I have work, and then there's my inbox, that section as well. And I kind of want to get a folder for in here, but I have my weekly review that I put on vellum. I want to just remind myself to focus, some of my sticky notes. So now this is my work projects, and I just have some things there. And this is a project spread that I'm working on. So I'm just trying to refresh some lean stuff that I've been learning. So I'm just reading a book on it and kind of for refreshing. And then I just have some additional project sets here. So this is like, you guys have seen this before, my mind map. And then I've just added like this notes section, and then a big checklist, and then also another doc grid. So that's really what I'm going to use work for, is just the work projects breakdown. So that's what that is. And I put these all on Tomo River paper because I know that I'm going to start traveling again. And Tomo River is really light, and it's also thin, so you can get a lot in a small area. So that's kind of why I like the Tomo River. I do have a ton of like scrap paper that I'm trying to use up because I just can't justify throwing it away from when I was trying to design all these. All right, so this is my plan the grind section. So plan the grind. I'll put something there, I don't know. But this is like the biggest thing here. Okay, so plan the grind is always on scraps of paper because I never have my planners. So that's why I'm like, I need something that's more like adjustable. So, and I just love that you can punch holes in it and throw stuff in here. So eventually I'll migrate all the next actions in there. Actions, I don't know where that came from. But my weekly review, so I still might put stuff in my daily inbox on my daily page, like here. But then instead of putting it in my work bullet journal, next action list, I'll put it here, just to differentiate the two. So yeah, so that's the the next action list section. The other thing, so the next one going into YouTube is just a video topic ideas, because I have so many ideas. But again, they're all on different sheets of papers and in different planners. So then I don't know what to put a video on. So I want just one place for everything. And then I will have some project spreads for YouTube, and then some outlines for each of the videos. So that's really what that is. So a project, some video idea list, some project spreads that are the same as my work, and then some outline templates that I have. And then my Patreon, same thing. It's going to be video topics. Then I'm going to have project spreads, and then some outline templates for the videos. So that's that. So Etsy, next section. So this is, guys, don't look at this. Oops. So this is the Etsy project list ideas. So like different products. And then it goes into a project spread. Doot, doot. Same kind of thing, and just project spread. My class section, I haven't done anything yet, but this I'm just going to put probably a schedule in there, like just a list of deadlines for my class, which I'll be talking to you all about at some point in the future. So this will be my class section. Roadmap, this is a big change for me. So my roadmap in YouTube and Plan the Grind and all that stuff, you really have to be future planning. Like, I have to do better at, or continually improve, if you will, at future planning and, you know, getting videos out so I can be more consistent. And I also want to post more on Instagram, because I feel like that's a spot where we could engage more with each other, and I'm terrible at Instagram. So I want to just get more like intentional about social media and the different things. So I just have a calendar here. So this is my roadmap. So the future plan and like what I have to do to reach certain goals. So I have that yearly calendar, and then I just have a future log that I'll put my goals in. And then I have the printables that I did. So I kind of was like all over the place. I realized that I had the wrong type of weeklies in there. So I have 12 months of monthly calendars, and this is what the like deadlines are. So I'm using it the same way, but so gray is YouTube, brownish tan is Instagram, and then I also have Patreon and Etsy that I got to tie into on here. So here's just like a list of all the deadlines and what I want to use. What I want to target to be really consistent. So I have 12 months here, but I just have 3 months actually. That was the end of December set up. So that's that. And then I just have the blank ones in there. And then I go into the weekly spread. And I originally printed out the weeklies like how they are, the hourly spreads in the Hobonichi, but I don't actually need that kind of granularity over here because I have it in here. But I wanted to have a week on 2 pages so I know what I need to do each day for the different areas of Plan the Grind. So let's just, for example, if I'm looking at July 5th, which I'm not ended up doing my plan with me yet because I just am not there yet, everyone. So well, let's say the plan with me 28. I want to post that on the 10th. So that would get posted here. But in order to post it on that day, I need to film it Wednesday or Thursday. So on Wednesday, I'll put film plan with me 28, edit plan with me 28. So it's actually the task that are needed, scheduling the tasks that are needed to meet these deadlines. So that's how I'm planning on using this week on 2 pages for my Etsy, for Plan the Grind. Because this I have to just future plan it out, so I'm just reference it rather than just always trying to replan it every week. So that's why I'm doing this. So yeah, and I just have, I think, until November or something, or September printed out here. So pretty much simpler. I just took the future log and put some days of the week in there. Nothing super fancy. And then this is just a notes section, which is self-explanatory. I just throw some notes in there. And then this here is a checklist section. So I'm actually really excited about this. So checklist is the reason I'm using this is because a lot of the things I do have like a multi-step process. Like recording a video is several things you actually have to do. So you have to like figure out the outline, you have to film it, you have to edit it, maybe do a voiceover, then you have to upload it, then you have to do the thumbnail, then you have to do that. So I wanted to use this checklist, and these are from Erin Condren, a petite planner, and I really like the quality of her stuff, but it's not really my jam, if you will. Like, I like it, but it's not my style. But I love the idea of this. So I have this book and I just want to use it because I don't want to waste the money. But so I'm just going to put like the videos or even the products I'm releasing, and then, outline, film, edit, voiceover, upload, thumbnail, go live or something and just do a checklist so I know where each of the videos are at, because I do have a lot of ideas for videos and I want to get more consistent, and I also have some ideas for series that I want to put out, and I want to just, they're not going to get done in a day, so I need to keep track of them because it'll be multiple videos. And then I just have a bunch of paper basically. So that, my friends, is it. Let me see, just looking at my notes. Yeah, so this is it. This is my new functional streamlined planning system. So I was able to get rid of 3 different planners and get down to like really one system that I can have with me all the time. I still will have my progress planner as a separate thing, which is I'm totally okay with. And I will figure out what I'm going to do with my Hobonichi weeks and my A6, because I love them. I really like them, but I don't want to be in all the different things. I want to be in just one place. I wanted to streamline it. So I hope you guys find this helpful, and let me know what you think. Is this streamlined? Is it not? I don't know. I feel like it is. You tell me. What do you guys think of this new planning system? I mean, I want to buy all the planners and set up all the planners, but realistically, I need to be productive first. So that's why I streamlined my planning system. So let me all think. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Is it fair to call this streamlined? I think so. But anyhow, thanks for watching, everyone, and have a great day. Bye.